Hey folks, thanks for coming back. We're going to try to finish one of our projects that we started before the last video. We're going to try to get the scythe put back together. The handle has been sanded. It has been given a fresh coat of boiled linseed oil. And I let the oil set up for a couple days because the 4th of July got in there and interrupted things. And now we're going to get back to it and try to get this finished up. And I'm hoping, if the weather holds out, we can get out there and give it a couple swings and show you what it can do. This thing really takes off when you get started into it. It'll really take off, and you can clear some grass quick and some brush quick. So first things first. One of the problems that I've noticed is the head here that holds the blade on is a little loose. Not much you can do with that except add a little bit of a shim. I'm going to take a piece of aluminum can and cut it down to where it should fit in there. Let's get it started. I like to get it close to the shape that I need it, and I like to make sure I cut it a little extra big. That way I'm not having to add 3 or 4 pieces. I just have to add the one. So we'll see what we can get done here with this. Again, I'm cutting a little bit more out of this can than I need. Just so, again, I don't have to go back and cut a little bit bigger piece. Let's start big and we'll go from there. We'll set you there for now. So looking at it, it looks like I've already cut it a little bit wider than what I need. So let's trim that down. I don't know how many of you folks actually have swung one of these, or have actually seen one besides in pictures that the Grim Reaper is holding. Now he's got the long blade on his, which is the grass blade. I have one of those. Yeah, that wraps all the way around. I don't think I need something that big. But let's see, we'll get that put on here where the head goes. Oh, wow. How often does that happen? First try. Okay. Now, we've got a couple parts here. First part we're going to play with is it's a carriage bolt. Got the square here, so it goes into the spot here on the handle. Put that in. Yeah, that's nice. There's a washer and a nut for it. I don't know if I have a wrench sitting here that's this size, or I got to use my big crescent wrench. But we'll find something here to get this tightened up. Too small. I think that's the only small one I have on my bench. Yeah, I went through my standard wrenches because looking at my tool cart that I use for working on vehicles and the lawnmower and all that, I had standard and metric sockets, deep well and shallow well. I even had a fair amount of 1/4-inch stuff. And then I was looking at things, and I do have metric wrenches on that cart, but I didn't have any standard, the SAE wrenches. I didn't have any of those on my bench or in my tool cart. So I got looking through my older boxes and found some. So I pulled them out and made sure I had at least one of all of the sizes that I have. And put them in my tool cart. Now I just got to get me a tool wrench organizer for them, and I'll be happy. there's wrenches in most of the sockets that I'm using that are standard SAE. Back, I want to say back in the day, and it was back in the day, way back at one point in life, I had a couple street rods. My favorite car was a 1974 Ford Maverick that I had for, man, 20 years. And everything on it was standard because it was an older American car. And I hate saying I love that car, but, I love that car. She got me through a lot of time. She got me through college, my first jobs, things like that. And it was a nice running car. Just had the little 6-banger in it, little inline 6. Man, that was a good car. Okay, I don't need you anymore. Now, let's see. I don't know if you can see that, but let me zoom in a little bit if I can remember how to do it. There it is. Here on the head of this, there are 4 different notches, and they are so you can adjust the angle of the blade and the angle up and down and the angle front to back, up and down, side to side. Each person is going to be different. So if you get one of these and you want to start learning to swinging it, the big thing I will tell you is make sure you got a crescent wrench with you so you can adjust where you like it. It's been a little while since I've swung one, so it's going to be a couple minutes of swinging this to remember exactly where I like mine. Do I want more of an open or more of a closed? Let's go right there for now. And as you saw in the last video, I did sharpen this. So as you're moving this blade around, you need to be careful. It'll cut you. Talking with today's my brother's birthday, and I was talking to him yesterday, and he was telling me one of his neighbors had a tomahawk, like a tomahawk, small forest axe that he'd broken the handle on, and wanted my brother to replace the handle for him and give it a good sharpen and go over. Well, my brother got all that taken care of, and he got it nice and sharp. And the way we test our tools as to how sharp they are, mostly our knives and all that, but we like to make sure they are shaving sharp. Well, he got nice and sharp where he wanted it, and then it was shaved in his arm, so he took it back to the gentleman who had it, or whose it was, and my brother told him to be careful, that it's sharp, and the gentleman asked why don't you just use a piece of paper instead of shaving your arm? And basically my brother told him anything will cut paper. So he pulled his arm out and went to shave some hair off his arm and basically cut the fire out of himself. An experienced, he's a knife maker. He works on axes. He's made a couple axes. He's not a forging knife maker. He is a stock removal where you basically get a piece of material and you grind it down to the shape that you want and you put a handle on it. So he got this axe sharp to the point where he put a big gouge in his arm. It probably needed stitches, but he used some steri strips and got it taken care of. But it's one of them things you've got to be careful, folks. Anything that has a fine edge on it, you've got to be careful. Again, you don't want to get cut on your own tool. You know how in a lot of businesses they have signs that say so many days without work injuries and stuff like that. Well, here at Hennicamp Manor, our thing is written in permanent marker at a 0. I have trouble just walking out here to my shop and not getting injured. I burn myself, I cut myself, I twist an ankle, something almost every day I'm working. So that just goes back to what I just said. Be careful, folks. Well, now I got my scythe put back together. it's raining and the weather's not necessarily the greatest out there. So it'll probably be either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. I'm hoping to get out there and swing it a little bit for you guys and show you the technique that I was taught and show you how well and how fast this thing will actually remove grass. If everything goes right, I will have my weed eater with me and my scythe, just so you can see the difference as to the path that it'll take and how quick it actually is. So I look forward to showing you that. I'm hoping I can get that in today, but if not, it'll be on. Hopefully, it'll be on this video. I'm looking at doing a garden update. We've been getting some tomatoes. We've gotten plenty of zucchini. We've gotten one cucumber, which my daughter tore up without me. She ate the whole thing and didn't even share a bite with me. She's a booger, but I love her. Our strawberries have come back from when the deer basically demolished them. But they have come back. They are actually coming back stronger and are spreading, which is what we wanted to see. So here in a little bit after I go get me something to eat, I'll probably take you guys for a walk over there and give you an update on our garden. And I've got a couple other projects coming up that I can't wait to show you. So again, folks, hit the like button, follow along, and enjoy your videos that we try to share every Sunday. In fact, we've been sharing every Sunday. We are, 2 weeks from now will be 1 year that we have been posting videos. So I feel pretty good about that. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to keep up the posting schedule, but I've been able to do it. And I know there's been a couple videos that weren't very long and they weren't much to them, but again, we got your video out every Sunday. So we'll get back to this here in a little bit, and I hope you stick around. Well, folks, I'm back with this. We're going to try to finish this scythe video out today. On last week's video, you saw me cleaning it up and oiling it up and basically getting it ready and sharpening it on the first part of this video. I wasn't sure I was going to get it shot today, so that's kind of why we're doing what we're doing. You saw me basically double checking everything, putting it back together, and now here we are across the street from the house, and we're going to give it a try. I haven't swung this in a while. I've got it, like I said before, I've got a job that I need to use this because it's a little easier to use than a weed eater, and it cuts some bigger stuff. So I brought you along to let you see how it's working. So I got the blade set. Let's see. Yep, I got the blade set where I want it. Now let's make a couple swings. Well, it looks like I got to put a little bit better edge on this. It's not cutting the way it should. Either that or it's just I'm not out of practice swinging it. That's getting better. That's a lot better. So, it still cuts. I'm going to put a finer tube on the edge. And we'll go from there with it. Felt good to swing that. but I can feel I'm out of practice. I got to adjust the blade just a little bit, make it work a little bit easier for me, and we'll go from there. I'm going to fine tune the edge just a little bit. The key with swinging one of these and making it cut the best is cutting when the grass is still damp. There's a little dew in the grass. That's when these work the best. If you try to cut it when it's dry, you work yourself to death. The water that's on the grass helps as a lubricant and helps the blade slide through a lot easier, which is part of the reason you don't see a lot of the older wooden sticks like what I've got here, because of the moisture at the tip. The moisture right here will stay in this pocket and will rot your wood out. So when you get home from or get ready to put this away, you want to hang it up like this. Keeps the blade off the ground, keeps it from getting beat up, and that allows the moisture to come out of the head. So folks, this has been fun. I enjoy swinging this. You might see another video or two of me using this, but for now, we are Henny Camp Manor, folks. I try to bring you along when I do a video. I try to bring you along when we're doing anything. When I've got a project, I like to bring you along. So give us a like and a follow, folks. Doesn't do anything, doesn't hurt you. You just see our stuff pop up in your feed more often. So, on the way back over to the house, we're going to stop. We're going to check our vegetables at our community garden and see how that stuff's going. So, we love you, folks. When we get over here to the garden, I'll do my closeout, and we'll get ready to finish this video, and we'll go from there. So, hold on for a minute, and we'll be right back with our video. Okay, here we are, folks. We're here at our community garden. We got strawberries here, and we got tomatoes, cucumbers, and zucchini over here. Our tomato plants. The plants themselves don't look the greatest. We have to work and do some figuring as to why that is, but we've got some tomatoes on. Got tomatoes on a bunch of our plants. We've got one here that's starting to change colors. Looking good though. Here's our cucumbers. These are the straight 8 cucumbers. I've gotten one off of here. And that's the one the daughter and the mother-in-law, they peeled it and sliced it, and the two of them ate all of it. I didn't even get a bite of it. Now if you look down in there, we have a zucchini growing. And we'll come over here to the end, or the side, or whatever you want to call this. We have 2 zucchinis growing in there. Plus we have a big one right here. I'm going to harvest that one later today. And we'll turn around here to our tomatoes, or our strawberries. And even after the deer ate them, we watered them nice and gently. We took care of them. We got some buds back on. We got all kinds of new growth. And our our strawberries seem to be doing pretty good. So, we'll go over here, cop a squat, basically take a seat. And we'll go from there, folks. Well, our gardens are doing good. Our videos are doing good. Let me raise you up here a little bit so I don't have to hold you up here. There we go. Things are going good here at Henny Camp Manor. Our gardens are doing good. The grasses that we keep cut here in town are doing real good. With that, it's not taking nearly as long to keep those grasses cut. So again, it's one of them things, all of you that are local and you want to, we are doing this still on donations. Not making any money cutting these grasses. I get a couple donations here and there, $5 or $10, which Keeps the lawnmower full gas so I can get these properties cut. We have hooked up with a local lawn care. I'm not going to mention the name yet until I ask them if I can. And they are taking care of 2 of the properties, making it a little easier for me. So I appreciate that. Again, any little bit of help helps around here. I've got across the railroad tracks needs cut. I'm going to try to get that cut one day this week if it ever quits raining. And we're going to do all of our grasses. I was going to hope to get the grasses cut today because the big house down here, the Francises, a bunch of them are coming in this week for something. I don't remember what the event is. But since they're coming in, they're always staying at the big house. I wanted the grass out back of their place to look good. So we'll go from there with that, folks, and we'll see if we get it cut. Our garden's doing good. I've got a couple welding projects coming up. I don't have anything good on the Jeep except maybe an oil change. Grass is cut. We have taken a week or 2 off with the little one with her homeschooling, just because we've got doctor's appointments and trips and all kinds of other stuff scheduled. So we took a week or 2 off, and we should be getting back to that next week or so. So, again, folks, like our videos. Well, watch our videos. If you like it, hit a like. If you have questions about any of it, shoot us a comment. I like to get the comments. I like to be able to interact with all of you. If you like our videos, give us a follow. And hit that little notification bell so when we do post our new videos, you get notified that there's a new one up. We post every Sunday morning. And yeah, I'm enjoying doing it still. We've been doing it for about a year now. So I'm not looking to stop or take a break from this anytime soon. So folks, we're Henny Camp Manor. There's me, I'm Onus. There's my wife Deidre and our little one, Susan Jane. You'll see all of us on videos. You might see a few others here and there. So follow along, folks. We enjoy doing this. I enjoy interacting with you guys. So continue to follow our videos, folks. We love you all. May God bless you all. And continue to get your projects done. One step at a time, folks.